Marks obtained in a certain examination follows normal distribution with mean 45 and standard deviation 10. There are 1,000 students and calculate number of students. So this is expected frequency in normal distribution as we had in binomial and Poisson. Expected frequency निकालने का बहुत ही सिंपल सा तरीका है. Probability निकालो multiplied by expected number करो. तो उन्होंने पहले बोला है कि less than 40. You want number of students less than 40. So we will first find out probability that max of 10 is less than 40. So at x is equals to 40, z will be 40 minus 45 upon 10. So it is 40 minus 45 divided by 10. That's minus 0.5. So I want area under standard normal curve where z is area under standard normal curve, z is less than minus 0.5. If this is my standard normal curve, this is minus 0.5. So I actually want this area. अब ये एरिया कैसे आएगी? ये 0.5 और ये एरिया चाहिए, तो हम लोग निकालेंगे z is equals to 0.5. ये वाली एरिया निकालेंगे, तो 0.5 की एरिया क्या आती है? 1915. See 0.5 in 0, 1915. Okay. So this is 0.1915. So 0.5 minus this area is, or probability that x is less than 40 is 0.3085. Area less than minus 0.5 is 0.3085. Now once I get this area, I'll multiply it with 1,000. So n expected probability will be x is less than 40, that is multiplied by 1,000. This will be 308.5, or approximately 309 students have scored less than 40. Now more than 60 marks. I'll first find out probability that x is more than 60. So at x is equals to 60, z will be 60 minus 45 upon 10. It is 1.5. So you want area greater than 1.5. You want this area greater than 1.5. Now this is 0.5. 0.4332. This area is 0.4332. You want this area. That is probability that x is greater than 60 is 0.0668. Multiplied with 1,000, it is 66.8, approximately 67. This is how we find out expected frequency or expected value under any given probability distribution. It's a very typical kind of sum. 31% of item are under 45 and 8% are over 64. Find mean and standard deviation if it follows normal distribution. Generally वो लोग आपको एग्जाम में दे देते हैं ये नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. तो यहाँ पे इन्होंने सिर्फ प्रोबेबिलिटी दी है. प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट x is less than 45 is 31%, that is 0.31. And probability that x is greater than 64 is 8%, is 0.08. Okay. Now find the mean and standard deviation. Now we have to find mean, we have to find standard deviation. I will say that when x is equals to 45, let z be equal to alpha. And now let us go in the standard normal curve. Now alpha can be here or alpha can be here. Okay. If alpha is here, then the area greater than z is equals to alpha is 0.31. So area greater than z is equals to alpha is 0.31. तो क्या ये एरिया 0.31 हो सकती है? नहीं, क्योंकि ये तो 0.5 से भी बड़ी एरिया है, तो ये तो नहीं हो सकता है. लेकिन अगर मैंने अल्फा को इधर कंसिडर किया तो क्या ये एरिया 0.31 हो सकती है? Yes. So it means my alpha doesn't lie here. My alpha lies here. And this area is 0.31. If this is 0.31, what about this? This is 0.5 minus 0.31. So 0.5 minus 0.31 is 0.19. अब 0.19 कहाँ आता है? तो हम लोग इधर जाएंगे. अब उन्होंने एरिया दे दी है. They've given you the area, you have to find the value. So 0.919 is the area given to you. So here in the area, let us search for 0.19. 0.15, 16, 17, 18, 1879, 1879. How far it is from 0.19? 0.19 minus 0.1879. 0.0021 का difference है. And then after that 0.19 here. तो तिकडे 0.0021 आणि इकडे 0.0015. This difference is lowest. So I will go with this point. तो जहां पे ये इस तरह का हो जाता है, क्योंकि एग्जैक्ट एरिया तो इधर नहीं है ना, ये यहाँ पे है 0.1879 and the difference from 0.19 is 0.0021 and here it is 0.1915. So the difference is 0.0015. Least difference you will take. So this is 0.50. So approximately alpha should be 0.50. So z is 0.50. So 0.50 is equals to 45 minus mean upon standard deviation. I can write 0.50 standard deviation is equals to 45 minus mean, or I will say mu plus 0.5 standard deviation is equals to 45. This is my equation number 1. Now I'll go to the next point. This. They have said that probability that x is greater than 64 is 8%, that is 0.08. So I will say that at x is equals to 64, let z be equal to alpha. I can again take alpha, no issues. I can have alpha here, I can have alpha here. If I take alpha here, Sorry, there was a difference. This is under 45. So this complete diagram is wrong actually. This diagram will be वैल्यू सेम आएंगे लेकिन डायग्राम गलत हो गया है वो. ये इधर आएगा अल्फा, ये 0.31 है बिकॉज दिस वाज अंडर 45. मैंने वो अंडर का कंसिडर नहीं किया गलती से. एरिया अंडर, this is 0.19 and this is minus 0.5. This will be minus 0.5. Similarly here, area greater than z is equals to alpha should be 0.08. So definitely alpha should be here somewhere. क्योंकि सिर्फ यहीं पे अगर अल्फा होगा तो ग्रेटर देन एरिया 0.8 दैट इज 0.5 से कम होगी. तो अगर ये 0.8 है तो ये है 0.42. 0.42 वाली एरिया ढूंढो. ये है 1.41. Yes, 1 point. So this has to be 1.41. So z is 1.41. So 1.41 is equals to 64 minus mu upon standard deviation. 1.41 mu, standard deviation is 64 minus mu. Mu plus 1.41 standard deviation is 64. This is equation 2. Now we can solve these two equations simultaneously. Mu plus 1.41 standard deviation is 64 and mu minus 0.5 standard deviation is 45. I'll minus. This is 1.91 standard deviation. 64 minus 45 is 19. 19 divided by 1.91 is 9.94. Standard deviation is somewhere 9.94, or it can be approximately taken as 10. And then you can find out mu by putting it here. So if I say mu minus 0.5 into 10 is equals to 45. So mu minus 5 is equals to 45. Mu will become 50. So your mean is 50 and standard deviation is 10. Why you should round up this? Because this doesn't give you always an exact value. It always give you an approximate value. तो इसलिए हम लोग उसे हमेशा राउंड अप कर लेते हैं. Z टेबल की जो भी वैल्यू होती है वो अप्रोक्सीमेशन होती है. तो स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन और मीन को हम लोग राउंड अप कर लेंगे हमेशा. Are we getting this? Only here the thing is it was x is less than 45. So when x is equal to 45, let z be alpha. You want area under z is equals to alpha. तो अल्फा इधर भी हो सकता है, लेकिन अंडर अल्फा अगर मैंने इधर ले लिया तो ये इतनी बड़ी वैल्यू आएगी जो 0.5 से बड़ी है, और हमारी वैल्यू तो 0.31 है जो 0.5 से छोटी है. तो अल्फा सिर्फ इधर ही हो सकता है. अल्फा इधर हो ही नहीं सकता ये साइड पे. अल्फा कैन ओनली बी हियर. And then I will find out this area, and then I'll find out the value of alpha. When greater than or still, see, it is very easy. If it is less than and it is the value, the area is also less than 0.5, then your z will lie on the left hand side. If the area is greater than and the area is less than 0.5, then your z will lie on the right hand side. If the area is less than but the area is greater than 0.5, then it will lie here. So you will have to decide where the alpha lies. Accordingly, you can solve this.